Welcome to College Sport Check basketball for this Tuesday, November 28th. Just a handful of games on Monday, so we'll get right to it. Here are the scores with the College Sport Check basketball scoreboard, and we also have the latest rankings as well. Starting with Hawaii defeating Arkansas Pine Bluff 64-44. Number 1 Kentucky defeats Arizona State 115-69. 19 ranked West Virginia defeats Manhattan 108-61. 25th ranked Florida State defeats Minnesota 75-67. Charlotte over Appalachian State 80-72. High Point over Morgan State 62-61. Fort Wayne defeats Siena Heights 107-59. Longwood over Dartmouth 82-80. Mississippi State defeats Northwestern State 65-59. South Florida over Kennesaw State 71-69. St. Peter's over Boston University 80-67. Brown defeats Bryant 91-90. Campbell over Allen 92-60. Tennessee Tech defeats Hiwassee 82-47. Citadel defeating Presbyterian 97-83. Chestnut Hill over Copeland State 76-73. UMKC over Southeast Missouri State 86-75. Arkansas over Mount St. Mary's 89-76. North Carolina Central defeats Missouri 62-52. Louisiana Monroe over Stephen F. Austin 77-72. Tulsa over Oral Roberts 79-65. Grambling defeats Jarvis Christian 102-56. Northwestern over Wake Forest 65-58. Montana State over Arizona Christian 93-73. Butler over Utah 68-59. SIUE defeats Grand Canyon 76-64. Oregon State over Southern Oregon 84-59. San Diego State over Savannah State 100-67. And number 13th ranked Oregon defeats Boise State 68-63. Speaking of the rankings, here they are, the top 25, updated on Monday, November 28th. Today's the 29th, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I said today is the 29th, but here is the latest top 25 as of yesterday. Kentucky, first place. Second place, Villanova. Third place is North Carolina. Kansas in fourth place. Fifth place, it is Duke. Kentucky and Villanova are 6-0. North Carolina 7-0. Kansas 5-1. Duke is 6-1. Sixth place, it's Virginia. Seventh place, Xavier. Gonzaga in eighth place. 9th, 10th, it's Baylor. And in 10th place, it's Creighton. All are 6-0. 11th place, it's UCLA. 12th, St. Mary's. Indiana in 13th. 14th, it's Louisville. 15th, it's Purdue. UCLA is 7-0. St. Mary's 5-0. Indiana 4-1. Louisville and Purdue 5-1. Arizona, 16th place. 17th, Wisconsin. 18th, Butler. 19th, Iowa State. South Carolina in 20th. Arizona 5-1. Wisconsin 5-2. Butler 6-0. Iowa State 5-1. South Carolina 6-0. 21st place, it's Rhode Island. 22nd, Syracuse. 23rd, Oregon. 24th, it's let's see, Hayden College, I think it's called. Florida. I can't read my writing. Florida is 24th, ladies and gentlemen. And then 25th, it's West Virginia. Like, where's Hayden College? There's so many colleges of basketball, you could just make up a name and everybody think it's a college. But Florida is in 24th and West Virginia 25th. 24th, Rhode Island right now 5-1. Syracuse 4-1. Oregon 4-2. Florida 6-1. And West Virginia is 4-1. Now, taking a look at what's going on for tonight. Basketball starting at 6:30 tonight. 2 games for 6:30. It's going to be North Dakota State taking on Xavier on FS1, and then Delaware State taking on St. John's on FS2. Then 8 games for 7 o'clock today. Charleston Southern taking on Alabama on the SEC Network. Pittsburgh and Maryland on ESPN2. Georgia Tech and Penn State, ESPNU. Hampton and East Carolina, ESPN3. North Carolina A&T, UNC Greensboro, ESPN3. One more for 7 o'clock is going to be Indiana University Kokomo taking on Ball State, 7 o'clock, ESPN3. And then William & Mary takes on Central Michigan. Ave Maria takes on Florida Gulf Coast. Those games also on ESPN3, and those are the 7 o'clock games. And then it's 8 at 8. South Carolina Upstate taking on Auburn. Tennessee State taking on Vanderbilt. Those games on the SEC Network. Texas Arlington takes on Texas on the Longhorn Network. And then we have Long Beach State taking on Kansas. Tulane and New Orleans. Murray State, Southern Illinois. Rhode Island and Valparaiso, ESPN3. And then Southern Nazarene takes on Wichita State. That is on ESPN. All right, now taking a... okay, we also have 8:30 Buffalo and Creighton on FS1. And then 3 games at 9 o'clock. That's going to be Houston and LSU and the SEC Network. North Carolina State and Illinois, ESPNU. Iowa and Notre Dame on ESPN2. And then 1 game at 9:30. It's going to be Michigan State taking on Duke. And that's going to be on ESPN. A rundown for Wednesday. New Hampshire takes on Providence. Morehouse College and Georgia. Wright State, Georgia State. Stetson and Central Florida. Boston University and Connecticut. Temple and St. John's. It's a 7 o'clock game, CBS Sports Network. Eastern Michigan taking on Detroit Mercy. North Carolina Wilmington. Western Michigan. IUPUI. Illinois State. Mansfield and Binghamton. Central Connecticut and Maine. Loyola Maryland takes on Stony Brook. St. Francis, PA and New Jersey Tech. Grand Lake State and Miami, Ohio. Virginia Tech, Michigan. Rutgers, Miami, Purdue and Louisville. Middle Tennessee, Ole Miss. Northern Illinois, Indiana State, Chicago State, University of Illinois of Chicago, Norfolk State, Loyola Chicago, Wabash and Evansville, Jacksonville, Milwaukee, Western Carolina and Marquette, Jackson State, Memphis, Nebraska, Clemson, North Carolina, Indiana, Ohio State, and Virginia. And then 11 o'clock game tomorrow, UC Riverside and UCLA. That's an 11 o'clock game on Pac-12 Network. And that is the rundown for Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. Keep you in the loop about the hoops all season long, 7 days a week. College Sport Check Basketball. It's Spreaker.com. It's hashtag sports. Long Island Community Radio. It's CommunityRadioLI.com. And you click on the College Sport Check button. So have a good one.